tonight's game. This one really is, and you can barely hear yourself speak, can you?
I'm having a tough time hearing you.
The tap is controlled by the Houston Rockets. Louis Lloyd with the ball to John Lucas. The Rockets need a productive game out of John, but for that matter, all 8 or 9 players that see action. Lloyd watched by Griffith. Lou hangs it off to Sampson. Sampson fall away 10-footer is going to be short. Lou gets the rebound over Eaton and rolls it out. Rebound Eaton. Here comes Ricky Green. Adrian Dantley in the corner. Well, Dantley, he thought he was kidding when he told Calvin Murphy before the game he was going to shoot outside tonight. Well, at least his first shot is outside, and it's 2-0. Olajuwon off to Luke. Olajuwon on the high post. Sampson on the left side now. Eaton in the paint. A long time. That is an illegal defense right there. Eaton is not near his man at all. Lloyd, baseline left, hangs it up. Long rebound. Pass out to Green. Griffith. And Griffith will try to run it. Bad shot. Rebound Lou Lloyd. Here they come the other way. Rockets have to complete this break. Eaton is the man back on D. Lucas high off the glass. Can't get it. And the rebound Phil Bailey. The Rockets ice cold. Here's a 2-on-1, but I don't think Green saw Dantley. He didn't know he had a teammate over there. Bailey unmolested. Wrong rebound to Lucas. Lucas going to push it in on Ricky Green. Hangs it up. Blocked by Eaton. Rockets ball.
John's going to have to be kind of careful and know where the other defensive players are.
We're going to have to see what they can do here on the inbounds play. Louis Lloyd. Cross-court pass to Luke. There's Sampson trying to move in on Thurl Bailey. Ralph's second try. Another miss. Here's Bailey. And almost taken away by Rodney McRae, but Ricky Green runs it up the middle. Utah.
John's got to study the ball club right now. Look for the good shot.
Calm down a little bit. A lot of body on McRae. Lays it off to Luke. They're down to 10 on the shot clock. Olajuwon. He'll take it over Eaton from there, but won't hit it. Missed it badly, and here comes Bailey. Rockets not coming close on their shots for the most part here. Three-pointer for Griffith. That'll be way short. Well, that's uncommon.
Well, we have a little bit of the nerves going on right now out there. It's only normal. Big game to both clubs.
Yet this ball club was very laid back at practice. It was almost like a college-type environment at the pregame workout, at the shoot-around, and the music was blaring in the locker room earlier.
9 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the first period. Jazz lead it by 4. McRae moves past Dantley, lays it off to Akeem. He's got Eaton to challenge. Eaton with the block. Picked up by Lloyd. The fall away from 15. Lewis hits. Lewis gets the Rockets' first hoop. Lewis is shooting 55% from the field. The only Rocket really shooting well. Dantley moves in this time. Double clutch. Rebound to Olajuwon. Out to Lucas. It's a 3-on-3. Lucas takes the center lane. Going to beat Ricky Green up off the glass, but he won't hit the shot. John still ice cold on his inside game. And Griffith runs it back into Sampson. 6-2 Jazz. 9 minutes to go in the first period. McRae lays it back out to Luke, around to Louis Lloyd. There's Sampson, a quick triple team, but he gets the shot away in time, can't hit it. Rebound Griffith.
Again, the double team. Griffith sagging back to help out with Thurl Bailey.
Ralph came in hitting only 38% as Green hits the outside.
There is no motion on that part of the roster. Everybody's standing still waiting for the other person to do the job.
We're going to have to take a break with 8:43 to go. It's the Jazz 8, Rockets 2 on Channel 20 Sports. As the Rockets take the timeout to try to get regrouped. Ralph Sampson still having a tough time. He's came into the game hitting just 38.5% from the field, and he's missed his first 3. Pass knocked away. Olajuwon can't handle it. There's a turnover. And it's 8-2. The Jazz have the ball. The Rockets off to an extremely slow start. The only thing good about it, you can say, is it isn't going to continue. Just got to make sure the Jazz don't get too much distance. Another outside shot for Dantley. Well, we understand that our open did not hit the air. And in the open, Calvin told us that Dantley told him before the game he wasn't going to go inside as much tonight. We thought he was kidding. Well, he's hit 2 out of 3 of his attempts from outside now. 10-2, the Jazz.
Rockets having trouble moving around.
Lou Lloyd Boy, if it weren't for Sweet Lou, the Rockets would still be shut out. It's 10-4.
We can see right off the bat that Lou's going to be the key offensively. They've got to help him get his shot, a good shot.
Griffith will try to get it back over Lou. He missed it badly. It was tapped out to Lucas. He's got Lou Lloyd running the court. Ricky Green trying to stop him. Lou hangs it up and hits. Boy, no sooner said than done. Lewis with 6, and it's 10-6. Well, Lewis has been a consistent bright spot in all 3 of these games in this series for the Rockets.
Same defensive matchups with the front line. Olajuwon pushing on Eaton, McRae on Dantley.
Now Eaton's in awfully close. He traveled. Rockets have the ball and a chance to cut it back down to 2. Rodney McRae handling the ball with Dantley watching. Sampson back out to Lucas. Sampson tries to post on the right side now. Takes the pass. Double team on Ralph. Gonna have to do something with it. Yeah, he did the wrong thing. He put it on the court with 2 men on him. Here comes Griffith.
We've got to go to the motion game. You don't want to try to do it all by ourselves.
It is 12-6 Jazz. Rodney McRae, they're really packing it in. Lou Lloyd doesn't get it this time, and Griffith gets the long rebound. And a block. Lloyd can't save it. It'll be a Jazz ball.
It's significant offensively, too, that Lewis is setting up as we take a look at this the block here.
Back to action. Eaton with a hook. Sampson the rebound.
It's very apparent they're going to let us play basketball tonight.
Rodney McRae into the Akeem in the paint. He can't muscle that one. Eaton on the block. He got a hand on it. Here comes Ricky Green. A steal from Lucas. Now Eaton is back defensively, but it's a 3-on-1. But what a big one. Lucas off the glass. Misses again. Rebound John. This one off the glass. Misses again. And the rebound comes down to Green. Dantley, another outside bomb. This one's long. Lucas pulls down the rebound. Runs into Green and spins off. Akeem Olajuwon in the paint. Nope, foul on Eaton.
Akeem just threw it up as soon as he knew he was going to get the foul to get the 2-shot foul.
Is this place foul tonight or what?
We have a little rat game going out now, commonly known as Playground. The Rockets have got to calm down. We don't want to get into this type of a situation away from home. We want to control the tempo.
Akeem has not scored yet. He's had Eaton block or deflect 3 of his shots. But he hits the first free throw, which is a welcome sight. He's only hitting them at 41.7 in the playoffs. But he got the first one down. The Rockets trail by 5, 12-7.
Good sign they're hitting to those 2 free throws, Murph.
That makes it a 4-point score, and the Jazz call timeout with 5:52 to go in the first period. It's the Jazz 12, Rockets 8 on Channel 20 Sports. 5:52 to go in the first period has been wild basketball. I think the point Murph made while we're in the action here, they're letting them play quite a bit. Here's perhaps an example. There's a little bit of contact on both sides. We got some finals today in the playoffs. Milwaukee ends their series with Chicago by winning at 105-97. Philadelphia ends the series with Washington 104-98. And San Antonio keeps alive with Denver. That's even at 2-2. San Antonio winning at 116-111. Back to action as Ricky Green in the corner. Doesn't get it. John Lucas the rebound.
If you notice one thing, Frank Layton called a timeout, and Adrian Dantley is back inside.
Aha. There we got a travel call on the Rockets.
Rockets, 3 out of 17 shooting 18%. Conversely, the Jazz 43%.
Well, we know why Frank called the timeout at that point. He decided, come on now. Bailey, Eaton, and now Dantley's thinking about sneaking in on the weak side. Cyril Bailey works in on Sampson, jump hook, long rebound, John Lucas. Rockets have a chance to get it down to 2. Here's Lou Lloyd, sneaking by everyone. He was hit, no foul.
No foul.
Anything. And Olajuwon is finally called for a foul. Well, they're almost not calling anything.
Joey Crawford doesn't call him magic. It's hammered down here. Here comes Ricky Green.
That's amazing that they will not call that body contact.
And there's where the foul they did call. First one on Akeem. Each team has only a couple of fouls. Ricky Green with a basketball. Griffith. They're looking in now to Dantley, trying to get him low, but he swings it around to Green. Green doesn't take the shot. Bailey over Sampson hits. That's the first move for Bailey. It makes it 14-8 Jazz.
He does not act like a guy who's playing in the second year of the NBA, Murphy. He's got too much poise.
John Lucas.
When you come from a winner, you play like a winner.
Sampson now working in. 3 men on him. Got to do something with it. He does and hits. That's what you do with it. It's 14-10. 4:23 to go, first period. Thurl Bailey on the circle, looking for Dantley, but instead goes to Eaton. And Eaton can't handle the pass. Rockets ball.
Again, Rodney McCray bringing the ball up, playing almost like a point forward position, allowing Louis Floyd to set behind one of the towers.
14-10 with 4:08 to go here in the first period. The Rockets have a chance again to cut it down to 2. They trail by 6. Rodney McCray gets the baseline, tried to muscle over Eaton, and a foul on Eaton.
Murph, significant there that Rodney McCray, who's shooting 75%, goes to the hole strong.
You're going to have to attack Eaton and make him play to get him in foul trouble. You can't shy away from it.
Eaton told me before the game he welcomes the challenge. He likes the fact they're going. It means that he's doing his job.
Well, he's picked up, well, they've only got 1 foul on him on the board. I thought I already had one other one on him, but I guess it is only 1. McCray at the foul line. Rodney with his first point tonight. He'll bring the Rockets within 2 if he puts the second one down. To 11 Jazz with 3:58 to go first period. Ricky Green tries to blow by Lucas, but he's cut off just in time. Bailey back out to Green. Dantley wants the ball. Rodney overplaying him and let the contact go. Dantley gets his 9 and scores.
There's the strength of Adrian Dantley there.
16-11 Jazz. Rodney McCray going to try to move in on Dantley. Swings it up. Eaton with another block out to Green. Here comes Griffith. The largest Jazz lead at 7 with 18-11 to score.
And here comes some reserves.
Reed and Hollins are going to come in. Lucas tries to spin in, but all is there is the tree. Sampson, turnaround shot. There won't be a board for that one. Eaton got it. Here comes Green. They're running. Dantley. And the Rockets call timeout with 3:06 to go in the period. The Jazz jump into a 9. They have 2 outside and 2 inside. It's 20-11 Jazz. Lionel Hollins in with Robert Reed. Hollins in for Lucas. Sampson goes low now over Bailey and bangs it. Wow, that looked good. They kept it spread, didn't they?
Oh, yeah, offensively it looks real good. They got it spread. They're going to let Ralph play one-on-one low.
All right, Robert Reed now will check Adrian Dantley.
20-13 to score. Bailey can't handle the pass. He was leaning back in to get Ralph away from him, and the pass was overthrown. So it's the Rockets' ball on the turnover. And a chance to cut it down again.
And again, the forward, Robert Reed, bringing the ball up, allowing Louis Floyd to maintain his position up court early.
Reed over Dantley. Hits! Always nice to see Robert hit his first shot.
And it was a good shot, which is the key.
20-15 is the score. The Jazz by 5. Thurl Bailey. Not good to see him hit. That's his second. And it's 22-15. Hollins challenges Green and wins the challenge. Lionel only shooting 31.6 from the field. Hits his first shot tonight. And it's 22-17 Jazz.
2 minutes of the quarter.
Reed is punting. Dantley is, and then he spins around him and gets it up and no basket. Foul first. So that helped the Rockets, actually. Reed gets the foul call.
All right, Stockton in now for Ricky Green. Wilkins, who's really been the unsung hero off the bench, replacing Thurl Bailey.
All right, here's Dantley to inbound. There you see they play inside the foul. He overplayed him, and then actually the foul that time helped because it would have been an automatic 2. He would have gotten the basket. John Stockton fakes it. Spins inside, and a 3-second call on Mr. Wilkins. You're watching all the action on KTXH TV Channel 20 in Houston. Greg Lucas here along with Barry Warner and Calvin Murphy.
We need to capitalize on all their turnovers. This is a gimme shot, as they call it in basketball.
Rockets trailing by 5. We have 1:37 to go in the first quarter. Sampson, now the quick double and triple team. Sampson hits.
And Ralph took his time there with the drop step. He didn't hurry it.
22-19. Rockets back within 3. Just a moment ago, they were down by 9. They have a minute 20 to go in the first quarter. Stockton watched by Hollins. Wilkins. Sampson was close enough, but he couldn't take that shot. Now Dantley's going to challenge the lane, lay it off to Wilkins, who is open and hit. Wilkins averaging 15.7 in the playoffs. And he has been a real tough customer. 24-19, 57 seconds to go in the first period. Olajuwon. Sampson now trying to post, but he's really a long way from the basket. He's going to have to make some moves before he's in shooting range. And he took a bad shot. Rebound off to Wilkins. Out to Stockton. Here's Dantley. Looked like a travel. The spin move and an offensive foul on Dantley.
He cleared out with that arm. Good call by Jake O'Donnell.
Here we'll see what he did, Murph.
Robert did the smart thing. He didn't try to challenge him. He kept position. Now, that's the kind of defense he needs to play against AD.
28 seconds left in the period. Sampson down, up, quick, let go it awfully fast, and the rebound Stockton. He really didn't have a good shot. When I say good shot, the position to take the shot was good, but he didn't really have control of the shot. And now the Jazz will go for the final shot. They lead by 5 with 10 seconds to go in the quarter. Stockton will penetrate more than likely and dish off. Three-pointer for Griffin. 2 seconds. Reed throws it up, and that's it. We've reached the end of one with the score. Utah 24, Houston 19. Second quarter action coming on Channel 20. Barry Warner and Calvin Murphy. A little interesting byplay on the timeout.
Yeah, it's the first time we've ever seen it that Bill Fitch had the guys bring their chairs about 10 feet onto the court so we could talk to them. Now Jake O'Donnell is telling them that you can't do that. The fact is, they can't hear.
And plus that you have fans in the back that I'm sure are heckling while he's trying to talk to the players.
All right, play begins in the second period. Jazz lead it by 24-19.
Important here for Hollins to do the job defensively against the quick hit Stockton.
Fred Roberts is in. He quickly shoots and hits. It is 26-19. Rockets had trailed by as many as 9. It's back to 7. Sampson trying to go one-on-one with Eaton, or with Wilkins rather, and now we got an illegal defense.
Yep. See, here's Hakeem way out at the top of the key. Eaton is standing there in the yellow.
Well, they called it on Stockton, actually, but they had 3 people that weren't guarding their men.
That was your basic either way.
Take your pick.
Yeah. 26-19. Eaton takes the pass right away. That was thrown to a spot and not a player. Here comes Wilkins. And he's fouled. He'll be at the line for 2.
We've got to be very careful that we spend a lot of time concentrating on their bench players. If they come in and have big night, we're in trouble. We have a tendency to have a letdown when the bench comes in.
They called this foul on Hollins. He didn't know where he was involved, but apparently reaching in.
Wilkins, a kid very well traveled, a CBA basketball player, made it back to the NBA. He's done an excellent job in a role-playing capacity.
Yeah, you talk about very well traveled. He's played in Turkey, the Philippines, Cuba, Argentina, Hawaii, and Billings in the CBA. That's well traveled.
That's enjoying basketball.
4 points for Wilkins, and it's 28-19. Press. The Jazz throwing a little bit of everything on the Rockets. They get it across the line. Now Lou Lloyd lays it into Olajuwon, and he's pumped. And a foul is on Stockton, or Pace Mannion, who's also in. It's on Mannion.
Really a surprise playing Pace Mannion.
Yeah, he played all except in garbage time in the Summit. Didn't play much during the regular season, but he got in early in the last game and also here.
Most of his entire career has been garbage time.
28-19, Rockets ball. Reed now sees a slide opening. Back out to Hollins. Can't take off. Oh! Hollins is waiting for the foul call. Olajuwon gets 2. Well, they're consistent, though, Murph. They're not calling a lot of things.
They didn't call that because Lionel leaned in on his shot. That wasn't a natural position. I'd expect him to call that.
28-21. Eaton. Stockton. Fred Roberts, a real battle for position now with Eaton. He got the position and the ball, but he didn't get the basket. Sampson the rebound. Here comes Hollins. He's got Lou Lloyd on the side. Lou slides in by Stockton. Got it. Foul. Basket count.
No one does explosive better in the open court than Black Magic Louis Lloyd. A little corkscrew move.
Going back to what I said earlier, you have Louis Lloyd with the hot hand. Everything must be geared around him right now.
The thing Lou does well, and you can see it here, is he avoids the charge by angling his body just slightly to the side.
That's what I meant by that corkscrew move. Just turns in and just knifes his way back.
And what they're doing well tonight early is they're making their fast break by the pass instead of the dribble.
Jazz only lead it by 4, even though it would seem as though they have dominated this first half. It is only a 4-point lead, 28-24 with 10:23 to go. Fred Roberts almost taken away by Reed. Roberts gets it into Bailey. Bailey turns over Sampson. That was a quick shot. Olajuwon the rebound.
Okay, no Eaton. They've got to attack down low.
Collins with the ball. They do with Olajuwon. He brings it on the court, though, and he knocked it away with the Rockets' ball. But Akeem again made that mistake with 3 men around him, bringing it down. Dantley is going to come back in for Utah. And Mannion out. And Griffin back in. And Roberts is out. Lou Lloyd. Reed in the corner. Goes into Olajuwon this time, and a push foul on Reed. Pushing Dantley out of the way. That's the second foul on Reed, and it was an offensive call, no team foul. 28-24, Jazz by 4.
Kevin, don't the Rockets have to be more aggressive in denying the pass, trying to create some steals?
What they want to do is be very careful that they don't try to do too much at once. So that's how we get silly fouls.
Stockton to penetrate, back out to Bailey. It's going to be short. Hollins rebound. Good defensive series that time. Here comes Hollins. Jazz get back quickly. Reed, second try of the night. He's perfect on both of them.
Behind a Sampson screen.
And it's a 2-point game. 28-26 Jazz. Adrian Dantley looking for Wilkins. Wilkins getting in awful close. Blocked by Olajuwon. Goaltend. It's going to count. Wilkins gets the hoop. The thing I didn't like about this play is he got the ball and then he was able to just keep moving closer. The defense has got to stop him. And that's the goaltend. It is 30-26. Hollins, turn around. Got another one. Lionel has hit both his tries. And it's 30-28 Jazz. Gerald Griffith. Lou Lloyd cuts him off. Got a hand on it. Stolen away by Hollins. Out to Lou. But he doesn't go for the ball. He got a foul, however, back and backcourt on Gerald Griffith as he was trying to reclaim the pass.
Murph, that underscored my point. I thought the Rockets had to start taking a couple of chances, and you so aptly said they've got to be able to do the same thing. They've got to be very selective. I thought they did just that.
Aggressiveness, but being smart with your aggressiveness. Just don't play scatter. Don't create problems for yourself.
Allen's doing a nice job running the offense.
Rockets now can tie the game if they score this time. It's 30-28. Olajuwon works over Wilkins and doesn't get the tie, can't get the rebound. The rebound comes down to Bailey, and here comes Ricky Reed. Wilkins fakes Sampson in the air, and as it knocked away off of Hollins, who helped out on defense.
That's good support defense. We need that. Everyone must know the situation on the floor. So that was a sure 2 points if Lionel didn't play smart off defensive basketball.
17 on the shot clock. Dantley on the lob, throw it away. Good backside help, but the main thing was flooding the pass. And Sampson turns it over.
Just another example of Ralph trying to do it all by himself. He's got to settle down. No one guy is going to win this basketball game.
Well, the Jazz hold on to their 2-point lead and the ball. 8 minutes and 9 seconds remaining. And stolen by Reed as he overplayed Dantley again. He's doing a good job inside. Robert weaves his way through. Ralph ties the score.
That is excellent basketball. And they draw the defense, get your big man involved. He's having a tough night offensively. Help him get into the game with a few dunk shots.
Game is tied at 30 with 7:48 remaining in the first half. Dantley has the ball, back out to Griffith. He could shoot a 3, instead goes back to Dantley, wasn't looking for it. Back out to Griffith. Defense slides, good help on that one. Green is the man open, however, and he hits. Defensively, he hit that basket, but the Rockets did a pretty good job on defense. 32-30. It was the Jazz on top now. Hollins with the fall away. He'll miss that one badly, and Griffith has it. Here comes Ricky Green on the break. Wilkins. Knocked off the backboard. It was not blocked by Sampson. It's the Rockets' ball. The crowd thinks Sampson blocked it, but actually Wilkins knocked it into the bottom of the backboard.
This is a Rocket basketball team that was down 28-19. Tied it, now they're down by 2. Eaton back into the ball game.
32-30 to score. Jazz by 2 with 7:10 to go in the first half. It has been a struggle. Lewis Lloyd. Sampson tries to post inside. Lou wants to go there, but he doesn't think his man is open enough. Olajuwon. 5 on the shot clock. 4, 3, the fake, the shot. Akeem misses it. Short. Rebound Bailey. Stolen by Akeem. Foul Olajuwon.
Akeem can't be taking those shots, Murphy. That's far out.
I think Akeem realized he took a bad shot. He tried to make up for it by a little hustle, and that always happens. When you do something that you feel was a little wrong, try to make up for it, and it causes for those kind of fouls.
We got a timeout with 6:52 to go. Remember, if the Rockets win this game tonight, they will play at noon on Sunday, and that game will be televised by CBS and blacked out in Houston. Tomorrow at 8 a.m. But the Rockets have to win this one first, and right now they're trailing by 4 with 6 minutes and 30 seconds to go in the half. Rodney McRae will come back into the Houston lineup. Wiggins, watched by Griffith. Olajuwon, back out to Wig. Tried to gather himself. He'll take it, but he got it off the glass. So Mitch hits his first try, and it's 34-32.
There's that inside-outside basketball game we've talked about the last 2 games.
Well, Wig can play the outside. When he's hot, he can hit that shot, dump back outside. Bailey, steal Wiggins. He's out racing Dantley, and a foul on Dantley. Now, will he call it? And Dantley's a little shaken up, but he's all right. He wants me to tell everyone he does not weigh 240 pounds. I was using that the other day as a figure of speech.
Big backside with the steal. And a good cross-body block going for it by Adrian Dantley. The other thing, too, that Wig can do is give the Rockets some help off the offensive boards.
Those are 2 great defensive plays on the part of Wiggins to steal the ball and Adrian to stop it.
And now we got a whistle inside. I'm not sure what that was for.
But watch Wiggins around the hole. He plays much taller than 6'4".
Hollins goes to Reed. Got it.
No dribble. He's got his rhythm, doesn't he, Murph?
Yes, he's ready to play. He's not trying to do anything outside the realm of his game.
Game is tied again at 34.
Reed, 3 out of 3, according to our statistician, Steve Costello.
Griffith lays it off to Adrian Dantley. Darrell makes a move in on Wiggins. It stays with him. Tough shot from Darrell, and the rebound comes down to Sampson. Rockets can take the lead. And a travel on Hollins. He dragged the pivot foot as he tried to get the pass off to Reed. So the Rockets don't have a chance to take the lead yet. Ricky Green. Eaton tries to go inside. Now Dantley has it down low. The fall away left. 10 points for Dantley. He's the leading scorer tonight. The Jazz lead it by 2, 36-34. Dantley watching. Now Wiggins tries his second one and hit.
Inside-outside game with McRae playing the low post, taking advantage of passing ability.
That will make the defense have to react.
The fact that Reed has hit a few and now Wiggins, that's going to help you later on as well as now. The ball knocked away by Reed, is doing a good job on that.
In our production meeting, Murphy, you talked about the importance of denying the lob, and that was it right there.
Make him lob the ball, get weak side help.
36-36 with 4 minutes and 39 seconds remaining in the first half. The words have to do with Sampson and Eaton, the way they're physically touching each other. That was what the other one was earlier. Dantley now trying to move in. Off balance, fall away, way off. Rebound, Rodney McRae. Rockets again have a chance to take the lead. It's tied at 36. McRae has it kicked by Dantley. Rockets ball. Doesn't matter whether it's his knee or his foot. It's still a kick. Dantley's trying to convince him that he hit it with his knee, but it's still a kick. You'll see it.
This is not soccer, it's basketball, folks.
Of course, he may be saying that he didn't do anything. The ball was passed off his leg.
The motion was kick.
Hollins spins left, back out to Sampson. It is up, and the Rockets do not lead. The right rebound taken down by Dentley. Griffith picks it up off the shoe tops. Dentley walking down the floor. They're playing 4-on-5 right now. 12 seconds on the clock. Dentley slides it over to Thurl Bailey. Fall away shot over Sampson out. Rebound tapped up. Well, gets it, but Reed dumped it in. Eaton was up the basket.
They're really letting Eaton push all over the place.
38-36, Jazz by 2 with 3:45 first half. Sampson makes a move. He's picked up by Dantley on the switch. Back out to Reed. Cuts inside. Has it knocked away by Green. Here comes the break the other way. Darrell Griffith, the center lane. Knocked away by Wiggins. He can't save it, but he stopped the break.
Again, excellent hustling and defense by Mitchell Wiggins, who a week ago played only 10 minutes. Saw very little action in the wind at the Summit, and has now gotten back to the playing time position, giving Lewis Lloyd some rest.
Stanley behind at Eaton screen. Reed stays right with him. The quick stop jumper. Short. Rebound, Rodney McRae. The Rockets again have a chance to tie. Collins off to Sampson. There's Wiggins. Griffith is watching. Collins on the point. Sampson now with Eaton behind him. Drops the ball. Back out to Wigg. He'll try another one and not get it this time. The rebound long to Bailey. Ricky Green. Jazz trying to go for a 4-point lead. Green. Basket count for Goldfield. The basket counts, and it's an unfortunate play now.
They cannot let him penetrate that middle. You've got to close it off on that break.
3 minutes and 2 seconds remaining. Lewis Lloyd back into the Rocket lineup for Wiggins.
Rockets have to establish, Calvin, on that same theory. That paint is sacred area. You ain't going in there. You're going to pay for it.
You've got to pay the price to come down the middle of our defense.
Well, particularly tonight where they are obviously letting them get physical in there. You can be physical on defense tonight. 41-36, Jazz by 5. Fred Roberts also back in. Rodney McRae, double team on Rodney. No matter who has it down low, they quickly double team. Reed to the top of the circle. Over Eaton, blocked by Eaton, picked off by Reed. 4 on the shot clock. And a steal by Ricky Green, but a foul called first on Reed, I believe, yes.
That's okay, though, because it saved the Rockets 2 points and Ricky would have gotten on a fast break.
They got a timeout called by the Rockets with the Jazz leading
Not just offensively, but defensively as well.
He's playing a total game, which is being a leader on the floor right now.
Stockton didn't do a thing when he was in there.
Eaton really working to get position, and now we're going to have a 3-second call on Eaton, and that was, you give Akeem a little bit of credit for that.
Rockets up now to 37%. They were 3 out of 18 at one point early in the ball game.
Roberts on the steal from the Rockets. The only man back defensively, Roberts was the steal at the basket. The only man back. The Rockets had 3, and Roberts made the steal and back. And he is fouled, of course. Be at the free throw line. It's back up to a 7-point lead. The foul on Holland is second. (44-36). This was tied at 36, and the Rockets had the ball with a chance to take the lead, but they have not been able to put it in. Rodney McRae. Nope. Rebound off to Bailey. Knocked loose. Picked off by Holland. Inside to Sampson. Nope. And the rebound Bailey. Boy, they're missing point blank shot.
Rockets forte, the offensive boards, they're getting out rebounded.
Inside 2 minutes to go in the first half. 44-36 Utah. Dantley trying to get position, and he's held by McRae. Going the first foul on Rodney. It is, however, the 15th foul, so Dantley shoots a pair.
We've got to start playing defense with our legs instead of the arms. Get body position, and don't worry about him getting the ball. Play on top at all times. We talked about that earlier.
These were his first 2 free throws tonight, but he has 5 field goals and 10 points and leads the Jazz in scoring.
It was tied at 36. Eaton with a hook. Ricky Green in a 3-point play. Roberts on that steal converted for 3 points. And now Dantley at the line.
One more for Dantley, and it'll be a 10-point run if he hits this one. Rebound off to Sampson. Here comes Hollins. Minute 46 going in the first half. 45-36, Utah. Rodney McRae faces the basket, goes left, and an offensive foul on Sampson. Loses his pick. I don't know how much the Jazz aggressive defense is doing it or how much the Rockets are doing it to themselves, but they're having some problems. 45-36. Bailey.
You cannot let them come across that key area. You're going to be in trouble that way. You talked about playing on top and making them go baseline.
They run off 11 straight points. Olajuwon scores and stops the drought.
Eaton with 7 blocks, too short of an NBA playoff record.
And a foul on Lula, trying to steal it from Ricky Green.
Rockets are just digging themselves a deeper hole here, Calvin.
We're trying to do a little too much right now. We've got to relax. They've gone up a few points, but that is not the game.
Mitch Wiggins back into the ball game.
Basketball is played in spurts. Ours has got to come.
Lloyd leaves with 9 points, 1 personal foul. And Ricky Green shoots 2, one of the better free throw shooters in the league. He's 2 for 2 tonight.
He was number 10 in free throw during the course of the season.
He has 10 points, and if he hits this next one, he'll equal the game high. 49-38 with 57 seconds left. Rockets have been outscored 13-2. Hollins fall away. Nope. Rebounding.
Again, not controlling the offensive boards.
Well, Eaton led the league in defensive rebounds, and you can see he's having a good start tonight. 30 seconds left in the first half. Dantley behind the screen. Short. Roberts gets the rebound. And the basket. Nope. Rebound comes off to Sampson. Here comes Rodney McRae on the break, and he traveled with the basketball. 49-38 Utah, 17 seconds left.
Griffith comes back in. He may take a three-pointer, Murph.
Yeah, he's definitely coming in the game, and they're going to whip the ball around and have him coming weak side for the three-point jumper.
Bob Hansen cannot come in. He was not here in time. Now he can because Utah calls a 20-second
timeout call by Houston.
Oh, Houston called it. Okay, Houston called it, and that means that Hansen can't come in.
Coach Fitch recognizes the fact that there's going to be a three-point shot set up, so he's going to put a defense, I know, to stop this. But they're still going to go for that three-point shot.
If you're Bill Fitch right now, what do you think about towing your squad when you get inside that locker room during the timeout, Murph?
Don't try to do it all at one time. We still have plenty of time to pick at it one at a time. We've got to play and get back in it by defense.
That's the key. There's no 1 11 or 12-point play that gets you back in. You got to just peck away at it.
They've got to also realize who's going well offensively for them and get them involved.
Peterson in, Olajuwon out.
Well, now Hansen can come in because the Rockets have substituted. They called the 20-second timeout. They can make one substitution. The other team cannot substitute unless the calling team does. 17 seconds to play, first half.
We're seeing a game of chess being played out here tonight.
Unfortunately, the Jazz have had they've outscored the Rockets 13-2 down the stretch here. After it was tied at 36. Griffith for 3, has to pump twice, and doesn't get it. We've reached the end of the first half. The score, the Utah Jazz, 49, and the Houston Rockets, 38. And we'll be back with our halftime activities in just a moment. What happens here? Keep our fingers crossed. 49-38. Jazz have the basketball to start play. Adrian Dantley. A quick double team, little head move over to Griffith. He puts it up, missed it. Rebound loose, picked off by Green. Offensive board off the floor. Eaton. Missed it. Rebound, Rodney McRae. The Rockets come alive on that trip down the court. Each time down the court is a different experience. Rockets won the defensive end. Now they got to win the offensive end and repeat. John Lucas, Sampson trying to post. The double team on Ralph. Turns inside. Doesn't get it. Rebound Eaton.
So the important thing is he's established position low.
But Dantley will get the hoop. No, yes he will. He got it done. Sampson 4 for 13.
I think this is where John has got to help Ralph get some easy points to get him involved in the game. We're going to need Ralph, but we don't need him to start second-guessing himself at this point.
And the other thing that Ralph can't do, he can't hurry his shots. He's got to take his time.
Foul on Ricky Green, a shooting foul for Luke, who has not scored yet.
But let's underscore 1 point. No guy in the red uniform wants to win more than Ralph Sampson.
Very good point.
One more for Lucas. It's 50. Well, scoreboard's conked out on us. There it goes. 51 to 40. Jazz lead it. Ricky Green comes back out. Thurl Bailey. And Olajuwon and Sampson and Olajuwon and McCray. And Olajuwon finally picks it up. That ball just wouldn't be held there for a moment. No foul. Rebound off the green. Looked like a lot of hand slapping that time, but here comes Ricky. Knocked away by the Rockets. Lou Lloyd picks it up. He throws it out in the corner. Eaton won't go for the ball. He'll just play that center defense. Lucas for 3 leaves it flat, but gets the rebound off to Lou Lloyd, and it's blocked by Darrell Griffith, who's on the sideline. Rockets ball.
On the line. Good call by Joey Crawford. He had his foot on the purple. All right, Luke's shot is flat. Just rushed it.
We have got to capitalize on opportunity baskets.
Lucas 0 for 6 from the field. Rodney McCray. Into Olajuwon. Back out to Lou. He's picked up by Griffith. Into Akeem. Makes the move this time and doesn't get it. Rebound Sampson. He does not get it, but he'll try again. And it will still finally fall. Whoa. As long as 2 are scored, the Rockets actually have outscored the Jazz now by a couple points here in the second half. It's 51-42, Utah. Dantley. Double team back to Green. Out, rebound McCray.
Rodney Strong starting the third quarter on the defensive boards.
He pushed it all the way. Left-hand layup. Sampson follows.
Murph, this looks like the Rocket team we've been seeing all year.
The tide has changed. We have the momentum. Now we've got to attack. You can't lay back and play slow basketball. We've got to keep coming at them.
51-44, Jazz with 9 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. Third quarter. Bailey. Dantley tries to cut down the back door. Griffith into Eaton. 5-foot hook, short. That's really about a couple feet further than he likes to shoot. Here comes Lucas. Penetrates, runs in, back out to Akeem, drops the ball, picks it up, misses the shot. He was fouled, got it back, lays it over, off of Green, out of bounds to the Rockets. Fumbleitis. The pass can't be grabbed enough quickly.
Akeem's trying to do 2 things at one time, isn't he, Murph?
Well, I think he's heard some footsteps on that one. He tried to get the ball up on the rim before he had it in his hands.
And the footsteps are from the big tree trunk, Mark Eaton. 51-44. They're giving Lucas a 3 again, but he goes inside to Sampson. Moves inside, puts it up. It'll be a shot at the foul line for Ralph. A couple of them as he's fouled.
Murph, I made a point a moment ago. No one wants to win worse than Sampson. He says that tag of being a loser, which I think is a very dumb rep. But again, isn't he guilty of trying to do too much right now? There are 3 guys in, and a couple of guys got to be open.
He's forcing his action a little too much. But when you want to win, I've done this playing NBA basketball myself, trying to do it all.
Ralph has the first. He has 13 points and is the Rockets' leading scorer tonight. Eaton the rebound. 51-45, Utah. Darrell Griffith. Missed it. Rebound, Ralph Sampson. Here comes Lucas. Cross court to Rodney. He'll challenge the big guy and win the challenge. And it's a 51-47 game, and the Jazz call timeout. The Rockets are off.
Look at that Rocket bench.
We'll be back in just a moment. 8 minutes and 21 seconds to go. Third quarter. Rockets trail by 4.
Bought the well-known computer, huh?
I trust the well-known. To go Jazz 51-47. Bailey blocked by Olajuwon, but a foul.
Well, they got a mismatch down there with Lucas guarding Bailey, who's almost a foot taller.
Foul was on Lucas inside, I believe.
Defensively, we don't want to get our little guys down there in that situation naturally, so we've got to show and go back. We don't want to switch on any defensive assignments.
Earl Bailey shooting his first free throws of the night. He has 6 points. He's been averaging 20 in the playoffs. 51-47 Utah. 8 minutes and 11 seconds remaining in period 3. 52-47. McCray back out to Sampson. Lou Lloyd tries that circle route, can't get the pass. Here's McCray. Lajuan tries to post left. Rodney on a rare outside shot, misses it badly, and the rebound Bailey. Ricky Green. He's waiting for his big fella to come inside, Eaton. Now off to Bailey. Griffith tried to post, but I think he was pushed by Lloyd. That's the call. Second personal on the team and on Lewis. So the Jazz will inbound. Frank Layden watching the inbound play to Bailey. Lead pass this time to Dantley. Rockets block it. Sampson doesn't go for the fake, goes to the block. Here comes Lou Lloyd, cuts inside, hangs it up and in.
What's important there, Ralph, didn't take it coast to coast, Murph. They dished it off.
They made the break on the pass. We talked about that earlier.
It's a three-point game. Utah 52, Houston 49. 7 minutes and 15 seconds remaining in period 3. Griffith on the penetration, blocked by Sampson. Picked up by Lajuan. The Rockets can close to 1. Lucas lays it over to McCray. He challenges. Lou Lloyd, 5-footer. Yes! And the Rockets are within a point. They've wiped out 10 of the 11-point Utah.
Outscored them 13-3, Greg.
Lead here. 6 minutes and 50 seconds remaining in period 3.
We don't want to make a silly foul at this point. We have the momentum right now. Just play honest defense.
Griffith. 3 on the shot clock. A three-pointer is long. Rebound slapped down to Lucas. Rockets can take the lead. John going to push it. Slide through and doesn't hit. Sampson with the rebound, buries it, and the Rockets lead.
Jam.
And he's fouled by either Eaton or Bailey.
Look at that high five, Murph. What does that tell you?
They're ready. They're ready. They've gotten their confidence back now. This is the key for us. We got our confidence back, and we're playing together. Nobody's trying to do it by themselves.
You talk about a monster jam. John slices through. The ball rolls off. Now here comes the MVP of the All-Star game. Fakes Bailey up in the air and in over. Now watch this. Yo!
Foul is on Eaton. That was his second, and Sampson will try to give the Rockets a 2-point lead at the foul line.
And Lucas doing an excellent job, too, playing with his limitations.
Coach Fitch just said something that's very important. Keep going inside. That's where the points are coming from now, and they're going to go to what's going well.
Rockets have the largest lead of 2 points. We got a holding foul called on Lucas. Stockton will come in. And second foul on John. Third team foul. Stockton into the lineup for Green. We got Dantley playing that guard spot, although he's posting inside just like a forward. Actually, Roberts and Dantley almost interchangeable. Lead pass knocked away by Dantley. Here come the Rockets on a 3-on-1. Lucas with Stockton to beat. John puts it through. And the Rockets lead by 4, 56-52. 6 minutes to go in period 3.
In their third fast break during the 16-point run.
We're talking about opportunity baskets now. We're capitalizing on them.
There's a battle inside as Dantley tried to cut through the paint. He was pushed and bumped, and they found out Rodney McCray was doing it. Second foul on Rodney, fourth team foul. Well, here it is. The contact inside. Dantley, meanwhile, live action, misses the shot, gets his own rebound, knocked on the court to the Jazz. Sampson can't handle it.
What up for Ralph's ankle? Either that or those size 17 boots he wears for sneakers.
All the action coming your way on KTXH TV, Channel 20 in Houston. Eaton, Lucas ties him up. Nope. Yes, he did.
Now John's channeling that adrenaline into the proper fashion, Murph.
Well, anytime a big man brings the ball down around his waist, he's going to have just what happened to him.
Hey, you made a career doing that on defense.
They made a living out of that.
This isn't probably going to make a whole lot of difference. As you can see, there's a A foot height difference between the two. Oh! Lucas pushed him off the lane, didn't he?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what Jay called. It was foul pushing off.
Yep. That also puts them in the bonus. However, having Eaton in the line is not ordinarily a real dangerous thing.
Rockets ran off a 7-point string. Lucas, Ralph.
Watch John pushing. He said he got him up in the air, and even a big guy can be pushed off when he's in the air and has
John's stronger than I had given him credit for.
Eaton shoots 2. Rockets leading by 4.
Outscoring him 16-3 in the process.
That's that spurt I talked about. You always have a spurt in every game for each team somewhere along the line if you take your time.
Probably one of the few exceptions was game 3. No one really spurted. Everyone just kind of traded baskets all night. 56-53, Rockets by 3. Sampson lays it back out to Lucas. John makes the penetration off to Olajuwon. 8 on the shot clock. Lucas swings it to Lou Lloyd. He's hanging it up into Akeem, who dropped it, picked it up, missed it badly, kicked away, picked off by Fred Roberts. Here comes Stockton. It turns into a break. Miss, and a rebound, Lewis Lloyd. Here come the Rockets the other way. Sampson, McCray, and he throws it out of bounds. Lou stopped. He didn't keep going to the hole, and McCray led him with the pass, and it was out of bounds. 56-53, Dantley. Block, Olajuwon. Nope. Basket counts. Goldman, Olajuwon. Dantley.
I thought that was a bad call. I thought that was great defense.
56-55, Rockets by 1. There you saw it. Play call comes from the sideline now for the Rockets. Lucas penetrates, 12-footer, hits! John has 6 in the quarter, and it's 58-55 Rockets. You know, this just shows how important John is, because when the Rockets made their comeback in the home game they lost, John led it. And he has not been a scoring factor until just now. Lou Lloyd blocks from behind. Out of bounds it goes to Utah. 58-55 Houston with 4:26 to go in the third. Adrian Dantley looking for the basket. Finds it, but missed it. And the rebound is Sampson. Here comes McCray with Lou Lloyd on one side. Rodney.
Again, guys, the fast break. The 4th one this quarter.
The opportunity basket.
There's a whistle. Timeout called by the Jazz with the Rockets leading by 5, 60-55. 4:10 to go in period.
That our guest analyst Murphy is into the game.
Well, we're ready here.
I'm over here coaching and everything else.
As long as the players stay into the game, that's what matters. Jeff Wilkins is in. Sampson watching him. Off to Eaton. Now they're trying to spread the 4. Take a look at the field goal percentages. Stockton lays it off to Wilkins. Missed it. Ralph with the rebound. And it's not saved by Lou Lloyd. Right in front of us, he couldn't handle it. Well, then they tried to force that one just a little bit.
We have the lead now. There's no need for us to try too hard. We have the lead. Make them play our game. Don't get them back in the game with mistakes.
John Stockton as Bailey set a screen, then rolls off, but he isn't getting the ball until now in a post position. Knocked away by Lucas on a steal. He lays it up court to Lou Lloyd. The trailer is McCray. Lewis gets it, and is fouled by Stockton.
And again, Lucas with an excellent play.
If you notice, we're making all our fast breaks now with the pass, giving us a better opportunity to score.
Those guys are trying to take it coast to coast. The long lead pass. And how sweet it is right now for John Lucas. Murph, you get up the other morning to go work out. What'd you see? 7 o'clock in the morning, Lucas pacing the halls. He was that upset after the 3-16 game.
He wanted to play. He wanted this game to hurry up and come. He's calming down. Excellent basketball.
Lewis misses, but Akeem steals it and has it taken back. Ralph! Tower power for the Rockets at 64-55. Houston by 9.
And those are the 9 that I said to our kick listeners the Rockets would win by. Let's see if it holds up.
3 minutes and 21 seconds remaining in period 3. Eaton way out top. Stockton, he'll take the jumper. He will not hit it. And it goes over the top to Houston. Ricky Green back in for, I would guess, Stockton. Let's see.
This is the running game that has been the trademark of the Rockets since the Twin Towers were put together.
3 minutes and 12 seconds to go in period 3. 64-55 Houston. Ralph Sampson off to John Lucas. 10 on the shot clock. Time to make a move here. Sampson with the ball. Turnaround 16-footer short. Hakeem really boxed out by Eaton, but Eaton can't handle the ball. Rockets ball. Eaton complaining that Hakeem was on his back, but Eaton was on the front first. The crowd throwing some things.
Yeah, the fans are throwing things on the floor, but look at how the Rockets.
Eaton had him in the bear hug.
See, Eaton was holding him first, and then what's Hakeem complaining about?
It's amazing how you can forget what you're doing.
Lou Lloyd, 15-footer. Nope. Rebound picked off by Dantley. Out to Ricky Green. Rockets have Lucas back. Sampson coming in to help. And a foul on Luke. That's the fourth on John.
Rockets have outscored this ball club. Giving them only 4 points, the Utah Jazz have. It was 49-38, 64-55 Rockets.
6, won't they? Dantley has 4, and Eaton and Bailey have 1 each.
Yeah, you're right. 2, 3, 4, 6.
Green has 12 now in the game, and it's 64-56 Houston with 2:41 remaining. Period 3. Rockets lead by 7. The largest Jazz lead has been 11. That's what they had at the half. The Rockets' largest was 9 just a moment ago. John Lucas spins inside, running 5-footer off the glass, rolling. Yes, sir. John Lucas got every corner of that round rim. And it's 66-57. Ricky Green. Wilkins fakes Sampson, then moves in closer. Contact foul. He'll be at the line for 2. Again, Sampson left his feet. He's mad at himself, because that put the pressure on his teammates to pick up his man after he jumps past him. I was on Olajuwon, his third, and Wilkins will shoot a pair.
Free throws 15 and 16 coming up for the Jazz. They're 11 out of 14. The Rockets 8 out of 11.
So that's not really been a big factor so far tonight, although the Jazz now have scored their last 3 points at the foul line, and all but 4 of their points in this quarter have come at the foul line. In fact, they've scored more points at the foul line than they have in the field. They have 5 against 4. Now 6 against 4.
I'll tell you one thing that's good. The referees are letting the players decide this game. They're not getting involved with a lot of foul calling.
66-59, third quarter. Lucas back out to McCray. Down low to Sampson. Whoops! He held it. Back out to Luke. John penetrates, throws it up. It'll count. Oh, boy. He almost got that one in anyway. The foul on Ricky Green. And Lucas will be at the line for 2.
It's amazing the poise that Luke has. Does the adrenaline factor settle down right now?
I think he's gotten to the point now he realizes his importance to this club, and he's not trying to do anything outside the realm of his game. The mistake he just made, he leaned back on his shot.
Well, he corrected on the second one. Lucas has 9 points, all in the third quarter, and the Rockets lead by 67-59. Lead by 8. Eaton. Watch out, silly foul from that position. Here's the pass down low to Wilkins. He muscles into Sampson, just moves him out of the way. Can't get it. Sampson the rebound. Here comes Lucas trying to push it. Rodney McCray cuts in and lays off. Olajuwon went flying through the lane and wonders where the foul call was. Rodney now spins off Bailey. Back out to Lou Lloyd, moving inside on Dantley. Turns, puts it up, and does not get it. The rebound off to Wilkins. Here comes Green. 1:18 to go, period 3. Green hangs it up in the air from 5. 15 points for Green, and it's 67-61. Rockets by 6.
All right, Mishaw going to come in and give one of the Towers a rest.
Sampson for Lucas for 3. No one picks it. Oh, Bailey on the foul, I think. Or no. Did they call on McCray? I thought McCray got there first.
Olajuwon will rest Mishaw in.
Boy, I would have swear. Let's see if we can see this one. I thought McCray got there first, and he was the one pushed out on the play.
We must have a bad angle on this play.
Lionel Hollins in for Lucas.
That's a judgment call.
Yeah, that was. That angle looked better. Wiggins also.
Robert Reed and Mitch Wiggins.
Foul on McCray is his third, and Bailey will shoot 2.
This is important too. It gives those 3 guys a blow right now, 57 seconds, then the 2-minute rest between periods.
Now, they've got to know who your scorers are on the floor right now with the new substitutions, and I would be looking for Wiggins for all opportunity baskets.
Bailey. 8 points for Bailey. That closes it to 5. Jazz still only have 3 field goals in the third quarter. But they've closed the gap from 9 down to 4. 67-63 with 54 seconds remaining.
Very important the Rockets don't make any turnovers here.
Mishaw. Foul. He'll be at the line. Eaton, and that may be his 4th.
Good move on the part of Mr. Mean, Larry Mishaw. He comes in the ball game fresh and right away challenges the big guy.
That is the 3rd foul on Eaton. Check that. It is a shooting foul.
Murph, I know this has got to be satisfying for you. Here's a homeboy who grew up in the HISD ranks. He used to come watch you play at Offline Pavilion. Now you're calling his game.
Makes me feel real old, doesn't it?
Get a lot older unless he makes the second one.
You must remember, it's real difficult coming off the bench, and the first thing you do is take a foul shot.
Well, how do you close this out? He didn't do it. Rebound to Wilkins. 42 seconds remaining in period 3. Green, 2-point game. .34 seconds remaining in period 3. The thing to remember here is Sampson has the ball. Back out to Hollins. Nope. And now the Jazz can tie it with 20 seconds left. You got to pick up the penetrator. They don't do it. He's fouled. Rookie Green.
That is an unbelievable shot. That was an offensive foul also, gentlemen.
Yeah, here it comes again. He uses the elbow. On the train, Lionel Hollins, and there's no call.
Jazz lead by 1 with 15 seconds left in period 3. Wiggins, another miss, and over the top. And the Jazz have the ball back.
The mistake Wiggins made when he took that shot too early.
Yeah.
You don't want to give them an opportunity to come back on you. Now they have 5 seconds to get a good shot up.
Green for 3. Does not hit it, and we've reached the end of 3. The Rockets trail by 1. On a row. The Rockets lead now by 1, 69-68. Reed pushed out of the play by Thurl Bailey. Down inside to Wilkins, and Wiggins fouled. First team foul. And first personal on Nick.
We don't want to get into foul trouble early, giving them a double option.
Dantley inbounds to Bailey. Now we have one thing here that might be significant. We'll see Bailey out back. Looking on to Dantley. Reed tries to cut in. Blocked. Off to Hollins. Here comes the lead pass to Wiggins. Can he reach it? Yes. No. Yes, he did. Reed got it. Boy, I didn't think he was going to be able to get to that one.
Robert Wise is waiting for the safety man, Ralph, to get up court.
Reed looking for Olajuwon in the paint. Goes down, goes up. Fouled by Griffith. Before the shot or on the way to the shot. Foul on Griffith. His second. And it is a shooting foul for the Rockets. Olajuwon. Akeem is 2 for 2 tonight. He has only 8 points. The Rockets lead by 1. By 2. That was a big one because that means the Jazz come down, and normally the most they can do is tie the score, barring a 3-point play. But and that was even nicer. That was even nicer because now the Jazz can't take the lead without a three-point play. Gives you a little bit of breathing room for one trip down defensively. Here's Ricky Green. He pushed off Hollins and got away with it. And now the foul will be called on Hollins. Well, no, Reed inside, but I'll tell you, there was a great push-off by Ricky Green.
All right, Eaton comes back into the ball game with a total of 9 block shots. Wilkins will sit down.
Now the Rockets have Ricky Green watching at the free throw line. Ricky has scored 20 points tonight. And now 21. He has not been a big scorer in this series, averaging 7.3, but that's about half of what he averaged during the regular season. But he brings his team back within 1 point. 71-70 Houston with 10:50 left. Lionel Hollins. Off to Reed. Sampson posting out, off to Roberts. Moves past the screen. Tough jump shot. Long rebound. Sampson pulls it in. A couple of Jazz ran together. Hollins. Wiggins. Whoop. Didn't take it. Here's Hollins. Looks for Olajuwon. 17 on the shot clock. The flip pass into Akeem. Makes a move in on Eaton. Gets him in the air. Puts it up and in. He made him go in the air, and that does not happen often.
Excellent move on the part of Olajuwon.
Boy, he rarely leaves his feet as he did that time.
Mark Eaton blocked a few of his shots, but Akeem was not afraid of him.
6 straight points for Olajuwon here in this quarter.
Now Dentley. They overplayed, blocked, and a foul. I think it was the help man that made the foul. We'll see. And it was on Wiggins. That's his third personal. And John Lucas will come back in, and Rodney McRae will come back in. And Dantley will be at the free throw line. Dantley has 15 points tonight. So far, he has not been at the line often. He has only been twice. 73-70 Rockets with 10:06 remaining in the game. Reminder, if Houston wins this game, Game 5 of the series, the deciding game, will be played Sunday at noon at the Summit. Tickets would go on sale tomorrow morning at 8 o'clock at the Summit only. They would be on sale both Saturday and Sunday mornings beginning at 8, Summit only. Also, if the Rockets win and a 5th game is necessary, it will be televised by CBS, but blacked out in Houston. There will be no Houston television at the present time, and that would be quite likely because with the ticket sale situation, it's virtually impossible to sell it out before game time or before early enough.
20 out of 23 for the Jazz from the line.
73-72 Rockets with 10 minutes to go. And when I say no television, no Channel 20, no HSE, no television at all in the Houston area. Wiggins. 12-footer, yes!
Off balance.
Yeah, he had to regroup because the ball was hit when he went up with it. Rockets by 3 again. Wiggins has had 6 tonight, 3 good jump shots. Wilkins is going to come back in. Thurl Bailey makes a fake move. There's Griffith for 2. He missed it. Rebound Sampson.
And again, Ralph giving the ball to the guards, letting the guard bring the ball up on the break.
Olajuwon posting left. Wants it. Sampson wants Lucas and Olajuwon to play a 2-man game, then swing it the other way.
John is looking to advance the ball up on the pass, but his teammates are running down with their heads looking the other way.
That's the Rockets' ball on the block because the man recovering it was standing out of bounds, Ricky Green.
All right, Wilkins in for Griffith. So they're going to go with a big lineup now of Eaton, Thurl Bailey, and Wilkins.
Dantley will ostensibly slide back as a guard, but that's... Olajuwon hits it, and he's fouled by Eaton.
Akeem with 2, 4, 6, 8 in this period.
The 8 of the Rockets' 10 points, and the foul on Eaton is his 4th. He is just strong on this one. The Rockets lead by 5. Eaton with a rebound. Ricky Green. He beats John Lucas up the court, so he goes all the way and can't get it down. McRae the rebound. Here comes Luke as he beats Green back down the floor, but he missed the shot. Rebound off to Lucas. The crowd hates that non-call, but to be honest, they've been calling it or non-calling it the whole game, so it's been very consistent. Sampson now posting left. Wilkins behind him. Back out to Lucas. He'll cut inside. Dump it off to Sampson. Fall away shot off the glass. He was off balance. Here comes Ricky Green. Rockets back this time. Green can't hit it. Sampson with a rebound. Out to Lucas. He's got Wiggins on one wing. He won't take it. He might have. They kind of didn't want to take that break, it looked like. The Rockets are going to foul timeout.
I'm telling you what the coach is going to talk about. That was an opportunity basket. You can't give those up. You had numbers.
Okay, we got to take a break. We'll be back. 8th night. Wiggins into Sampson. Back outside to Wiggins. Partly blocked, I thought. Maybe not. Eaton with the rebound. He just tore it away from Lucas. It came down low to try to steal it. We have 8 minutes left. 77-72. Rockets by 5. 7:56 remaining.
It's interesting being behind that he took out his top scorers, talking about Frank Layton.
Eaton almost taken down by Wiggins. He brought it down. Well, he made the mistake a lot of big guys make.
Roberts and Stockton in the backcourt. That's a rather unlikely combination.
Yes, I think this is just a rest break. He wants to have his top guys. The key is here is these guys have to hold tight for Utah. Bailey moves inside. Eaton coming up from the backside, knocked away. Bailey picks it up, misses. Sampson over the back. Eaton, no foul. Got the rebound, throws it up and in. Eaton really pushed Sampson off the ball that time. 77-74 Rockets.
It's got to maintain their poise.
McCray looking for Olajuwon low. Bailey laying off. McCray. Now team has it low. He'll challenge Eaton. He'll go up. He'll score! Olajuwon, a 10-point quarter. 16 in the game, and it's a 5-point Rocket lead, 79-74. Wilkins gets a step on Sampson, was pushed with the shoulder, and a foul called on Ralph. That is, however, only his second.
Yeah, the Rockets foul situation, 3 on Olajuwon, 2 on Sampson, 3 on McCray.
Yeah, Lucas the only player with as many as 4, so no one is...
Robert Rito checked into the ball game.
Wilkins to shoot 2.
But the intensity factor which the Rockets played, especially after they were 3 out of 16 at the start of the ball game, has really been amazing.
Well, they got back into the game defensively, and which helped their offense.
That they did. They allowed only 19 points in the third quarter, and until Green got going late in the third period, they really held him in check. Sampson will get a rest, so he'll be strong. And now is your coaching decision, just how long do you keep him out? How long does it take for him to rejuvenate?
I think Ralph should give the coach the sign when he's ready. Only Ralph can know that.
And you know, if you lose, it's vacation time, so he'll get his act together to want to come back in quicker.
We've only got 6 minutes and 55 seconds to go. The Rockets lead it by 3 as Wilkins hit both foul shots. Wiggins back out to Lucas. He swings it to Reed. They want to go to Akeem if they can. Reed will take the shot. Looks good. It is. We're right behind his angle on that shot, and it looked good all the way. It's 81-76.
Reed, 4 out of 7.
Stockton slides over to the left side. Now Bailey pops to the top. Wilkins tries to post low. Weak side help from both players as Lucas takes the steal. Wiggins helped make that possible. Around, it's intercepted by Akeem. Fakes up, scores! The pass was not intended for Akeem. He took it and did something good with it.
And again, the defense steals, jamming the passing lane, creating offensive opportunities.
The Rockets lead is 7, 83-76 with 6:09. And Utah calls timeout. 6:09 to play. The Rockets by 7 on Channel 20 Sports.
31% now, folks. At one point, they were 3 out of 16.
Yeah, but the Jazz down to 39. That's the big drop.
Great defense by the Rockets.
They were shooting 50 at the half. Ricky Green has been pretty hot. Not this time. Who's going to get the rebound? Wiggins didn't go for it, but Lucas takes it away from Green. Lucas holds up, gets it off to Wiggins.
Lucas has been sensational, and as was Lionel Hollins in the second quarter, holding the team together.
Rockets with a basket would equal their largest lead at certainly the right time of the game. Reed makes a move in past Dantley, and a whistle foul on the court. Foul on Dantley. That was a good move by Robert. He took it right at
What
Dantley.
we need to do is drop that ball down low now. Let's see if we get some fouls on him.
That's just the third team foul on the Jazz. The Rockets have 4. 5:27 left. Olajuwon tries to go into the paint. He spins inside. He's fouled by Dantley. Again, I don't know what they're complaining about. He chopped him across the wrist. Not really a bad foul in this point if it's against Olajuwon based on his record at the foul line, although tonight he has been effective. 83-76, 5:23 remaining.
And while we're talking. The general brings John Lucas over and talks to him. Said, settle things down. Let's just keep moving the ball, taking our time. Out of 19 for the Rockets from the line.
Hakeem hit his first 4, but he's missed his last 2. And the Rockets are still leading by 7. Wiggins the rebound. The follow. Yes! 8 points for Mitch, and it's 85-76. Talk about an opportunity basket. That was taking advantage of it. Wiggins, a very good offensive board man. Dantley has to slide it back out to Griffith for 3. Out, rebound Reed. And the Rockets are running. Rodney McRae on the side, blowing past inside. Back out to Lucas. He couldn't get past Griffith. 4 minutes and 50 seconds remaining. The Rockets by 9. Reed. Olajuwon down low. Back out to Robert. Moves past Dantley. The shot. No. Rebound. Wiggins.
Okay.
Another 24 seconds.
Rodney McRae.
Two big plays by our guards. Even the guards can rebound in this game.
Mitch is just such a good offensive rebounding guard. He has been all year. Olajuwon. Block. Basket. Nope. Jump ball.
Jake calls a jump ball.
The second one, unfortunately, actually rolled in over the rim and fell through, but they called a jump ball first. Here's the inside. Here's the play. That's a block. Comes down with it and blocked it, but actually when he let go of it, it rolled out. He topped it on the way up.
Yeah,
no
he
problem.
stole that one.
Here comes Darrell Griffith. 4 minutes and 18 seconds left. 85-76 Houston. Thurl Bailey, quick double team on Thurl. Back out to Green. The swing to Griffith. They want to go to Dantley inside. Instead, they go to Eaton, a 5-footer. Blocked by Olajuwon, but they got him with the body.
Okay, no time for Hakeem to run his mouth now. Cannot afford a technical.
And as a foul on Hakeem doesn't always hurt the opposition, a foul on Eaton does not always hurt. That looked like a pretty clean
That
one.
was a good block. It's amazing how we can call it better than they can, isn't it?
Well, when we have slow motion replays, it's not hard.
And we got Guido Montoni in the truck giving us all these pictures. It really makes it easy.
85-76 with 4:07. There's the point made about the foul. If you're going to foul anyone, Eaton's about as good as any. He hits 1 out of 2. He's 2 out of 4 tonight. He has 8 points, and the Rockets lead by that number 8.
Spread the court, take their time, use the entire 24 seconds.
Lucas swings it into Hakeem. He'll take it over. The big man won't hit it. Wiggins gets a hand on it. Olajuwon picks it up. Inside to McRae. 7 for Rodney. 87-77. The Rockets' largest lead of the night.
With Sampson still resting.
3 minutes and 40 seconds to play.
And with me predicting a 9-point win.
Bill is not going to break up a combination that's working.
Blow your horn again, Barry. Here's Griffith for 3. 9 points for Griffith, but it's down to a 7-point game. The Rockets 87-80. There's Ralph. Well, he's rested now.
We have to extend our defense out and give them 2 points at a time instead of 3.
15-footer, Lucas!
Now it really quiets the crowd.
We're nearing the inside the 3-minute mark in 5 ticks. 89-80 Houston. Thurl Bailey back out to Eaton. Darrell Griffith for 3. Way off. Rebound Reed. Out to Lucas. He's got Green and Eaton to beat. He's going to pull it out. We're inside 2 minutes and 45 seconds. The Rockets by 9.
Coach wants the ball to be dropped down low. He's calling play 2.
Lucas gets it off to McRae. They've got 8 on the shot clock. They still haven't gotten it around to where he wants it. Rodney with a fall away up. It would have counted if it had gone. He'll be at the line for 2. Foul is on Thurl Bailey. Wilkins is coming back in, and Roberts in for Griffith. Maybe they're only going to take one guy out. That'll give them 6 players. 1, 2, 3, 4. They do have 6 out there, don't they? Oh, here comes Eaton. He's leaving. McRae with 2 shots. 2 minutes and 33 seconds remaining. The Rockets a 9-point lead. That close to Game 5. The Rockets have missed their last 4 free throws in this quarter.
13 out of 21. All we have to do is safeguard the ball. Get a good shot every time down, and we're safe.
And that was a big one. That's 8 points for Rodney, and it makes it a 10-point lead again. 2.5 minutes to play, and the Jazz will call it 20. We, of course, stay right here.
Below the 2-minute mark, we want to give them 2 points instead of 3.
You know, Greg, you were telling me about blowing my own horn, and you're right, I did, because you were in the room when I did my kick shows 3 or 4 times, taking $5 off my boss, Nick Dragoni, because I said the series would go in 5. But the thing that I based that on, and you and I have covered this ball club for 3 years, these guys aren't quitters. And that's the one thing I counted on. Someone will have to beat them. They would not beat themselves.
2 minutes and 26 seconds left. They still got to protect the 10-point lead. Wilkins swings it to Bailey. Now down low, Dantley. Oops, Hakeem left his feet. No foul call. Steal by Wiggins, but he's out of bounds. Was he pushed by Dantley? He thought he was. No call. Well,
Ralph's still on the bench with 2:13 to go.
Again, consistency. They're letting him go down there. 5 seconds all that remains on the shot clock.
5 seconds.
So that works in the Rockets' advantage as they play tight D for 5.
Good aggressive defense.
7 field goals, all they've allowed in the second half, and that's really correcting at halftime, isn't it? Dantley muscled in, and a basket will count. The foul's on Lucas. They got caught on a switch there. Lucas shouldn't have been guarding him, but he had to because of the switch.
Now, we talked about the adjustments that Fitz would have to make. They were made on both ends of the court. AD, though, just doing what he does best. Just muscles that ball in the paint area as the captain gets ready to check back into the ball game. Sampson with 18 points.
2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 18 also for Olajuwon, 15 for Lloyd. The 3 Rocket double. Lucas has 11. Dantley at the free throw line now.
And Lucas is 4 for 4 after going 0 for 6 as we look at the Darth Vader of the NBA, the human shot rejector, Mark Eaton.
Dantley can bring it from 10 down to 7 if he completes this 3-point play with 2:11 left. 20 points for Dantley. Rockets are going to face some pressure. Rodney McCray gets it past Fred Roberts. Runs into 3 other players. And so he goes back safely out to Lucas. 2 minutes remaining in the ball game. Rockets by 7. Lucas, 16-footer. Yes, sir! Ice cold in the first half. Red hot in the second. It is 92-83. Rockets.
That was a good basket for us, but we want to use the clock now. We don't need a quick shot.
1:47 left. Dantley moves to the baseline, spins it back out to Green. He'll try a 3 and won't hit it. Tapped up by McCray, who kept it alive for Olajuwon. With 1:30 left, the Rockets lead by 9, and the Rockets have the basketball. Remember, Game 5 tickets go on sale tomorrow morning, 8 o'clock at the Summit. There will be no local television, no Channel 20, no HSE. CBS will be carrying it nationally, blacked out in Houston. And another foul at the free throw line will be John Lucas. Good penetration.
And we're keeping our fingers crossed, hoping that Denver beats San Antonio, and the 3 of us will be in Denver next week for games 1 and 2 of the second series. And Murph, I know you got to give up some vacation time, but you don't mind.
Not at all.
Roberts will leave the lineup. Griffith comes back in. Lucas will shoot 2. John with 13 points all in the second half. He missed his first 5 shots in the first half, all of his 5 shots, and he missed his first 1 or 2 in the second. 12,690, which is more than a sellout. It's also got local television in Salt Lake.
John found it easier to score when he wasn't trying to do the primary but secondary.
Yeah, he was just penetrating and looking to pass, and when the pass wasn't there, then he scored.
And the big thing, too, we had a production meeting with Guido Montoni before, and what we talked about, staying on the fast break, cleaning the glass. The Rockets had that big rebound advantage, yet weren't able to get the running game going. And as you pointed out, Murph, they got to use the pass, let the guards advance it instead of dribbling up. And look.
94-83, the Rockets by 11. That's their largest lead of the night, and it comes with 1:19 left. A crowd of 12,690 leaving in large numbers. As the ball will be inbounded by Dantley to Griffith, and he'll try a 3 from about 40 feet. And hit. Oh! 94-86. No sense shooting with your toes on the line, huh? Rockets will work it under a minute, I think. Well, maybe not. John takes a quick shot. He probably should have worked it under a minute. 1:02 left. Griffith, another 3. And another hit. 94-89. You 58 seconds left.
John does not need to take a quick shot. You've got to play the clock.
They got to use the 24-second clock.
Rockets will face pressure on the inbound play. Will they get it in? Yes, no. Stolen away by the Jazz. Oh, how quickly things can change.
When we had difficulty getting the ball inbounds, they should have called another timeout.
That's what Bill Fitch did, and no one saw it.
He is at the extreme other end of the court. Although, again, I guess you'd classify that into the common sense category. Griffith, three. No. Yes! He's hit three in a row, and it's a two-point game. 50 seconds left. Rodney McCray. 12 on the shot clock. Rodney penetrates. Gets it. Will it count? Yes, but a foul.
Big bucket.
Oh, a big one for Rodney McCray.
But they still have an opportunity for the 3 points.
Some idiot is throwing beer on the floor here.
Yeah, the whole left side of the court is now wet.
The only word I can use is an idiot, because any fan with any common sense, the police are going up to evict this bozo. We're talking about the lives of these men.
Here's the play, Rodney McCray. Well, let's see. Is this Griffith's 3-point?
Murph, check out the wrist action
Three
here.
in a row for him.
I talked earlier about playing up on a 3-point shooter, giving them 2 points instead of 3.
Well, especially when you got a guy like Griffith. He has hit 4 3-pointers in the 4th period.
We
Three
have got to
in
do
a
a
row.
better job using that clock. They are back in the game. 36 seconds. That's a lot of time to make up those 2
Look,
points.
we're not trying to rap on one guy, but Lucas, I'm sure, would hope to take back that quick shot that he put up where he had 16 more seconds on the clock.
Right. You got to start looking for the shot when it gets down to 8 or 9, but not with. Otherwise, you get stuck with no shot at all. Well, I think you're going to see Griffith again on another one of his 3-pointers. It's the one that got all the rim. Guy like that, you get the rhythm.
He's shooting that from the back of the Mormon Tabernacle Choir. He's that far back.
This whole court is getting cleaned off.
Guys here, and they can't afford to let him go.
Rodney, his former teammate of Louisville, with the biggest free throw of the year.
If he hits it, the Rockets lead by 5 with 36 seconds left. Olajuwon, and a foul over the back. A travel. Did they call a foul? Foul on Olajuwon. That's his 5th.
All right, Key maintains the position. The miss.
And what's more important right now is if they score 2 from the foul line, they'll get the ball back by the clock. And they have a chance to stop them defensively and come back and score.
Wilkins will be shooting, and Jeff has not missed tonight. He's 6 for 6. Well, I'll tell you, a pro basketball game is 48 minutes long, and all 48 of them count. Reed comes into the lineup for Lucas.
And levels in because of his 3-point shooting ability. And his quickness.
They don't need a 3-point right now. They just need to hold them.
Yeah, Allen's in there for defensive purposes, I'm quite sure. It's a 3-point game with 34 seconds left. A 2-point game. Now, with 34 seconds left, the Rockets call time, and they lead 96
After Griffith hit the first 3.
The difference is we've got to learn to use the clock. The 24-second clock is a very important piece of commodity down the stretch. You've got to know situations.
Let us back up. The score when the Rockets had the 11-point lead.
94-83. Darrell Griffith was a 3-pointer.
That was, I believe, at about a minute, and McCray will inbound. Level. Dantley watching level. Rockets have the court spread. 16 on the shot clock. Allen watching that clock. He's going to penetrate when it gets down to about 8. It's down to 8. Here he goes. Lays it off to Lucas. Lucas cuts inside, drives to the hole, has it blocked. Olajuwon has the rebound, goes down, up with a shot. It won't go down to the rebound, Wilkins. 9 seconds left. Stockton not being picked up. Now he penetrates. Blocked by Olajuwon. Lucas has it. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. It's over.
Game time. Big play. Excellent basketball. Big play by Hakeem.
The Rockets win it by 2.
That might be the biggest block of the series.
What a play by Olajuwon. What a play by Hakeem Abdul-Olajuwon.
That might be the play to remember.
Number 1 draft choice. Stockton. Here comes Hakeem, the outstretched hand. Lucas. And the Rockets win it 96-94. Yes, there will be game number 5.
That might be the biggest play of the series. Right
We will
there.
be back to recap this one. You stay with us on Channel 20 Sports.